Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the ManDem United podcast, the podcast dedicated to all things Manchester United. So please keep all your comments, all your questions, Manchester United related, please, whether it's on the stalemate versus Southampton, which I'll be talking about, whether it's the Real Betis game coming up on Thursday, or whether it's the last game before the international break, Manchester United versus Fulham, FA Cup quarter finals. Like I start each and every podcast, just big up to everyone who's supporting, man. Love to everyone who's supporting the channel. The way we continue to grow is absolutely crazy. So yeah, big up to everyone supporting Sarcasm City TV. Please make sure whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back after the live, hit the like button on the video. Vitally important you do that. Hit the like button on the video. Share this across all the socials and subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV as well. So yeah, let's get up into double figure likes first and foremost. Let's get double figure likes. Please share this across the socials. That's me Flawless on Twitter and Instagram. Also Sarcasm City TV on Twitter and Instagram. You can retweet and like from the Twitter. You can share from the Instagram as well, people, and also subscribe, just as important as well. It is road to 6K. We're trying to get there expeditiously. We're trying to get to 6K as soon as possible. So yeah, like I said, get your questions in. Big up to United for life. I see you in the chat as well. Also, don't forget, link for the membership is in the pinned comment also. So just love, as always, to everyone supporting, as always. Big up, like I said, to United for life. Big up to you. Big up to Dan Lever, as always. And just large up everyone supporting, as always. Get your, like I said, it don't even have to be on the game. It may not be. Obviously, the title of this video is frustrating stalemate versus Southampton, which I will be talking about. But you may not want to talk about that. You might want to talk about an individual player. It might be the Casemiro red card. It might be the manager. It might be the game, the second leg against Betis. It may be the game at home to Fulham. It may be a game after the international break. It might be something going forward in the season. Whatever you want to talk about, just keep it Manchester United related as well. James Bond says, Flawless, heard you speaking of a treble, but let's see after this week what it's going to be. I've been talking about a treble the entire season. This isn't something new. I didn't just pop this up out of the sky. Like, it didn't jump out of the sky and I was like, yeah, we're on for a treble. I've been saying this now for at least the top of the year. At least. Bare minimum, I've been saying Manchester United are on for a treble. Will we win a treble? I don't know. I think we'll win at least 2 out of the 3. And that was before we won the Carabao Cup. And I stand by that. I still believe we will win the FA Cup or Europa League. But are both of them very much on? Absolutely. Yes, in the FA Cup, you have Manchester City, who are tough opposition, great side, great manager, and they would be favourites if we did play them in the FA Cup. However, we've beat them before, and we do have the players to beat them. 110%, we have the players to beat at Manchester City because we've done it. In the Europa League, minus Arsenal, I don't look at any team there and go, we shouldn't beat. We should be able to beat any of those sides. We're favorites against any of those sides, probably bar Arsenal. Bear in mind, if we did play Arsenal and it wasn't in the final, I see them making changes. Not as many changes as they would make, for example, as they did against Sporting Lisbon in the first leg, but he would make changes. They got bigger fish to fry than Europa League. They are chasing down the Premier League. So of course Arteta would make changes unless it's in the final. And even in a one-off game, we can beat Arsenal. You know why? Because we beat Arsenal before. That's how I'm looking at it. We have the tools to beat Arsenal. So yeah, I'm still very confident of a treble. Still very confident. United for Life says the only logical explanation from what happened yesterday is that Mariner has had a bet on United not making top 4. It was weird. See, I disagree with this. It was a red card. I think it was a red card. Was it intentional and malicious? No. But he's won the ball, then he's gone over the top of the ball as well. There is no need for him to do that. Casemiro has given the referee an excuse to send him off. And that's where I hold Casemiro accountable. We know referees in this country are not good enough and they're incompetent and they make poor decisions and VAR is not consistent. So why give the referees a chance? That's what Casemiro's done. And his reaction tells you all you need to know. Because he didn't even fight it. It was like, oh damn, I messed up. That's on me. Look at his reaction. Not once, unless I missed it, not once as he's getting sent off, did he complain to the referee about it or try and fight it. He knew. Casemiro's an experienced player. He knew. 100%. Big up to Jez, who says big up. RJ says big up everyone. Big up saying Bowen from Jamaican says big up. Dan says, will Casemiro be banned for 4 games in all competitions? It's domestic. So he'll miss the Fulham game. It's Fulham, Newcastle, Brighton, Everton, I believe. So it's all domestic. RJ says, hopefully Eriksen returns after the international break. Yeah, let's hope so. You know what I'm saying? Let's hope so. Eriksen returns after the international break. I'm not sure when he's back, but he has been a big miss. He has been a massive miss because he is exceptional. He is absolutely exceptional. Adele says we should win one more trophy at least. Absolutely. The season's already, I keep stating this, the season's already been successful. It's just a question now of how successful the season will be. We've guaranteed we're going to finish in the top 4, which is what I wanted, even though I don't look at top 4 and go, yeah, but be one of the 4 best teams in the league again. Ten Hag's done that. Win a trophy, he's done that. Implemented a style, he's done that. Improve us defensively, done that. Improve us offensively, done that. Improved individuals, also done that. What do we have to complain about? And we could win 2 more trophies. We've been 3 trophies. That's a 10 out of 10 season. 3 trophies in top 3. James Bond says, nah, Fulham beating you this weekend. Fez. Lil Tim says, big up. Dan also says, red card, yes. Handball, also a slight yes, but this week's refs are a shambles. Same in our game against Newcastle. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. Was it handball? Absolutely, it was handball. Without doubt, that's stonewall handball. But the reason why I'm not sat here complaining, and I didn't complain yesterday, whether that's on a watch along, whether it was on Saeed's channel, whether it was on Lewis's channel, and like I said here today, is because we should take it away from the referee. We should take the game out of the referee's hands. We should not be relying on the referees for us to get past Southampton. I hold the players accountable. I hold the football player. I hold the players at the club accountable. And their performance against Southampton, even before the red card, wasn't good enough. But then again, the pass that Sancho wrapped into, he fired in a pass to Rashford. If Rashford controls that, he's one-on-one with the goalkeeper, scores, and it's probably a different game. So that's why I'm not looking at the Casemiro red card. I'm not looking at the handball. The players need to do better. But one thing I give the players credit for, after the red card in the first half, we were the better side. Dominated possession. We had like 82% possession. And then in the second half, it was a struggle. But the players dug in. Like, it wasn't a lack of skill. No, it wasn't a lack of will against Southampton. It was a lack of skill. He wasn't having our best game, but the players dug in, and people want to talk mentality. That was mentality. Because had we had lost that game, it would have been, look, as soon as the going gets tough, Manchester United lose. And yeah, we could have lost that game. But on the flip side, we could have won the game. Kyle Walker-Peters hit the post. Bruno hit both posts. We didn't create a lot, but neither did Southampton. So credit to the players in terms of digging in, even though I don't think we was at our best, because we was far from our best even with 11. The players dug in. And I like that. We're not playing our best and we got a result. Because last year, I think we lose that game. Because there still need to be major improvements. Absolutely, there still needs to be improvements. Yes. Jez says, by the way, Conte will definitely lead at the end of the season, bro. Yeah, enjoy, Jez, enjoy. What about the Leicester game? 3 worst tackles against João Felix and the VAR ref Mariner. Yeah, again, that comes back to what I said about the incompetence of referees and the inconsistency with VAR. But we know this. We know this going into every single Premier League weekend or Premier League game, that the referees are not good and VAR is not good. So why are we surprised? Yeah, we can get frustrated during the game, but take the game out of the referee's hands. Simple as that. And Manchester United didn't do that on yesterday against Southampton. That's our fault. The fact that we performed poorly is nothing to do with the referees. What about when it was 11 versus 11? Was we good? No. Casemiro's then gonna made a silly tackle. That's on Casemiro. That's nothing to do with the refs. Why give the referee? Southampton are not gonna score at that moment in time. That's on us. Rashford should control that pass from Sancho. That's on us. That's nothing to do with the referees. That's two key moments in the game. And if we get those 2 key moments right, we probably win that match and we're having a whole different conversation. Bear in mind, does it have much impact in regards to the league? No. Just about securing top 3. That's where I'm at with the Premier League. But I'll talk about that further in a second. Anton says, if Rashford has a quiet game, our attack is non-existent. Yeah, but we knew this before yesterday. I've been talking about this from yet. We know where we lack quality. in regards to Rashford is key, but the rest of our attackers need to step up. Sancho has to step up. Anthony has to step up. Bruno has to step up. I'm looking at those three. Garnacho's injured, but he's 18 anyway. Palestri's unproven and new. I'm not looking at Weghorst either. I'm looking at those three alongside Rashford to help carry that burden. But we know we need to improve in attack. Martial can't stay fit. We know Weghorst's limitations. And this is why when people were talking about a Manchester United title charge, I kept saying consistently, look at the team. And this ain't at you, Anton, but now all of a sudden Rashford's not in the best form and people are saying, right, attack's not good enough. So did it take Rashford? I don't know if it's because even when things are going well and we're in good form and getting good results, I still look at the team and look at the squad and go, I see where we're short. Casemiro's not been at it the past 3 games and you see the difference it makes. Rashford's not been at it the past couple games and you see the difference it makes. Martinez and Varane, I thought, were very good yesterday. Very good. And you see the difference it makes when they are on point. They were our 2 best players yesterday. Whether who you want to put 1 and 2 is a whole different conversation, but they've been consistently good. Yeah, Martinez, he's deceptively quick. I didn't realize he was that quick. That Martinez run back to catch Walcott was great, but if it was the Arsenal Walcott, it could have been different. Yeah, it could have been, but Martinez can shift. He can shift. He's deceptively quick. Adil says, we looked hella leggy, man. To an extent, we did. Jez says, end of the day, just don't give the ref a decision to make. One game they will call it, one game they will call it wrong. That's life. Yeah, because we know these referees are not good enough. That being said, there's over 30 of you lot locked in. Let's go up to 20 likes, people. Let's get up to 20 likes. Hit that like button, like check 1212. Also, as well, subscriber check. We're looking for 2 more. 5,720. We're looking for that. We're at 5,719. We're looking for 1 new subscriber. And please continue to share this across the socials. And of course, if you super chat, I'll get straight to your question as well. So if you super chat, I'll get straight to your question. And that's a surefire way to make sure I don't miss your question. But I'm starring the best ones. Don't worry about it, people. I'm starring the best ones. Big up to Marcel as well. Says, what's the word? Flawless Bless Monday. Smash the likes up, people. Pay the toll. Absolutely. Adele says, why on earth was Bruno put in a pivot? To me, it means Fred wasn't 100% fit. And McTominay, we know, has just come back from injury. That's the only reason why. Because it was weird when I seen Fred and McTominay on the bench. I was like, why would you play Bruno there? Which lets me know Fred wasn't 100% fit and Sabitz injured. And we know Eriksen is. Big up my guy Cameron as well. What's good, Flawless? Big up, man. I hope you're blessed. Adele says, I don't rate Anthony personally. The guy has no right foot and doesn't score or assist. He's so jarring. He is one-dimensional and he needs to work on that right foot. Just make it reasonable. 110%. Give your game a whole nother dimension. But to say he doesn't score is incorrect when he literally just scored the winner against Barcelona. Does he need to add more goals to his game? Yes. But to say he doesn't score is incorrect. Is he not our 3rd, 4th highest goal scorer this season? So I know he went 3-3. He scored against Barcelona. He scored against Betis. So that's 5 off the top of my head. And I know we haven't got that many goal scorers, so he's probably in the top 3. It's probably him. He's probably behind Bruno and Rashford. But let me know, people. People get onto Reggie, but the guy is on loan. Yeah, he's here to do a job, which he's doing. Yeah, that's why I have no issue with him. I understand his limitations. The ball goes up to him, it sticks. He lays it off. I like that from Weghorst. Is he a prolific goal scorer? No. But we knew this before we signed him. Look at his goal scoring record. It tells you all you need to know. Anton says, nah, I'm annoyed because the other players never step up. I wouldn't say they never step up, but they need to step up more. Because they stepped up against Barcelona. They stepped up against Betis. 2 important games. So, but do they need to step up more? Absolutely. I agree. Cameron says, this was always going to happen with this many games. I hear you. That's why I'm taking it into consideration. Like, I'm adding that into the factor of this poor performance as well. And the fact that the players have been at their maximum. There was always going to be a drop-off at some point. All the time. Over 40 of you lot locked in right now. Let's get up to 30 likes. We're 1 short of 20. We're at 19. Let's get up to 30 likes, people. Let's get up to 30 likes. If you don't want me to keep interrupting the conversation of what I'm saying in regards to football, you know what I'm saying, the footballing conversation, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We're 1 short. There's over 40 of you lot locked in. I know there's 1 person who hasn't subscribed. Get us to 5,720. That's what we're looking for. Big up to Star-Lord as well. And Marcel, it's because it's so easy to do. He says, Flawless, be keeping it real, man. Just not out here blaming the game on the referees. It's a 90-minute game, and you guys didn't do enough. Exactly. Like if we did enough and the ref robbed us of like 3-4 clear penalty shouts, that's when I'd be like, all right, that's the ref taking liberties. But we're talking a handball. We're talking one handball in a 90-minute game. Yeah, again, was it handball? Yes. But we shouldn't be relying on that in an hour and a half match at home to Southampton. I don't want to see Freddie McTominay again. We need Sabitzer back. I want to see Sabitzer back. Well, I'm not sure what the injury is, RJ, but I hear you. Starlord says, Flawless, who you going to cook today, chef? I'm cooking nobody today. I'm chilling. Kitchen's closed. I'm chilling out. I'm relaxed. And Emma says, we didn't get Anthony for him to get 20 GNA per season. He's there to facilitate that for others. This is a very valid point. It's not about, does he need to add more goals and assists to his game? Yes. But he also needs to add to his game overall. I expect from a Manchester United attacker everything. I'm expecting you to get goals. I'm expecting you to get assists. I'm also expecting you to facilitate and be a great foil for others as well. All of the above. I expect everything, not to the highest level. I'm not saying he needs to get 20 goals, 20 assists. No. But does he need to pitch in with more goals and assists? Yes. Does he also need to have more of an impact in games outside of goals and assists? Also, yes. Without doubt. I agree with you, RJ. It was flawless that handball was so blatant. Weghorst scores that, man. I agree. I think it was blatant handball. If that doesn't happen, I also believe Weghorst scores. Without doubt. But we shouldn't be relying on one moment to beat Southampton. Big up Yardman. Serginio says, man like spitting fire, flawless, hold tight. Big up, man. Every single time. You already know. Just giving my opinion. Ed says, I'll be patient with Anthony. He gives me young nanny vibes. He's equally brilliant as he is frustrating. I wish we'd got him for 50 million when we had the chance. A lot of the pressure would be off him. True. The price tag is a big factor. The price tag is a massive factor. However, you got to deal with that. You're at Manchester United Football Club. You are under the microscope every single game. We need competition for Anthony. Honestly, I agree. And I think when Diallo comes back, that'll be great. I think when Diallo comes back, without doubt, 110%. Hey, big up to Dan as well for the super chat. Let me get to this. He says, if Anthony doesn't improve a bit this season, will it be a flop with his price tag? Or people need to be patient and see what he can deliver next season? Big up for the super chat, Dan. Much appreciated. A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. Does he need to improve? Yes. Has he been a complete flop? No. And if Manchester United go on to win 2 trophies this season or 3 trophies this season, he's contributed to us winning 2 or 3 trophies. And we've had a 10 out of 10 season. So I wouldn't call him a flop, but we still need to see more. Because let's say, for example, he did get 20 goals, 20 assists this season, and Manchester United finished 5th and won nothing. I'd be talking about, all right, you got all these goals and assists, but what did the team win? It's kind of like the Cristiano Ronaldo situation last season, where I was stating and I was like, yeah, he scored 18 league goals and 26 across all competitions. It's a team game. What did the team win? So if Anthony contributes to Manchester United winning 2 trophies, finishing in the top 3, or winning 3 trophies and finishing in the top 3, top 4, he's contributed to that. So I give him full praise and full credit for that. But does he still need to improve? Absolutely. But would I call him a flop? No, I wouldn't call him a flop because the season's already been a success and he's a part of that. So flop for me is too far. That's just me though. Big up flawless. Unfortunately, with yesterday and Casemiro, but we're still in a good place. A bit off topic. Remember, I was here the other day telling Ryan Liverpool wouldn't beat Bournemouth. Yeah, Z, you called it. 100%. You called it. I don't think I've ever said this, but we need this international break. I think it has come just at the right time, to be honest. Just at the right time, it's arrived. It's here. Ideally, I'd like to play Fulham after it. I wish we could just play better and then go straight into the international break. But I hear your point, Starlord. And of course, going down to 10 men in elite sport is tough. It is, and the players dug in. Full credit to them. That's a mentality thing because the will was there. There was no lack of effort. We didn't fold and could have folded because we weren't even playing well with 11 men. They could have chucked it in and been like, Premier League, there ain't really too much at stake, which there's not in the long term this season. But the players dug in. Big up to Malcolm every single time. Cameron says, going to be an interesting summer. Ten Hag style of football is going to require a deep squad. Anthony is undroppable because of his tracking back. Yes, his style of football is going to require a very deep squad, so we need to make sure we invest in the summer again. I'm trying to see 4, 5, 6 players. I'm not going to lie. More 5, 6, I should say. And yeah, Anthony, his defensive work is criminally underrated, I do believe. Adele says, I expect Man United wingers to have GNA. Just look at Saka and Martinelli. They're further along in their progress and where they're at. Arteta's in season 3, season 4. We're in season 1. But yes, I want Manchester United. I want Manchester United wingers to improve their output. Absolutely. We need better output from them. I agree with you. Casemiro needs to be work on being disciplined. I disagree with this. I think his discipline is fine. I think he's fine. I don't worry about it. Again, big up for the super chat as well, Dan. Big up. I was watching Frimpong last weekend. He'll bring the best out of Anthony. Very fast, great one touch. Tracks back quick, comfortable in tight spaces and can cross with both feet. Keep Aaron Wan-Bissaka or get him. Well, if we do get a right back, he would be moving on Dalot or Wan-Bissaka. Because of the attributes Wan-Bissaka has, if we're moving on a fullback, it would be Dalot, even though I'm a fan of him. I just think we have more pressing issues. There's bigger things to address than right back. That's just me, though. There is definitely bigger things to address more than right back. We need to get the spine of the team sorted. Because I think our spine, even though it's strong, needs to be stronger. I think we need a goalkeeper. I think we need another central midfielder next to Casemiro, like an upgrade on Eriksen. We need a number 10 and we need a striker. That's right down the spine of the team. That's me. That's the 4 most important positions. Then we can look at starting right back, backup centre back to Varane. If you want to sign another left winger too, and a backup striker as well. That's what I would say, but that's me. That is just me. Hey, over 45 of you lot locked in. Only at 25 likes. Let's bump this up to 30 likes. What is going on, man? Bump this up to 30 likes, you lot. What is happening? What is happening? And yeah, Cameron, Cass is fine. Like, his disciplinary record is cool. I have no issues with it whatsoever. No issues with it. That's the way he plays. 0 issues. 0. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what you lot are saying. Continue to get the questions in. If I missed your question, I do apologize. It's not on purpose. It's definitely not on purpose. Right. Let's see. In my opinion, all this flop talk and anybody's childish behavior, sometimes things just don't work out. That is true, Emma. That is true. And like I said, it's Anthony's first season here. So I'll be expecting much more from him in the second season. How good is this Diallo kid? I haven't seen much of him, but I hear his name being mentioned a lot lately. When he's played for Manchester United, when he played under Ollie, he was good. I was impressed. There was very few appearances I've seen him in, but he played well, and apparently he's been doing good at Sunderland, but I've not watched. But I know he's technically sound, can take on a player, can play right, can play as a 10. He's left-footed as well, so he's a similar profile to Anthony. So I'm all for him coming back and coming to compete for that right wing spot. If people are calling Anthony a flop, then Grealish, Pepe, Havertz, and many more are bigger flops. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm not calling Anthony a flop yet. The Premier League is a write-off for us. United need to focus on the cups. Agreed. And I've been saying this from before the Southampton game, before the Liverpool game, even the whole of Manchester United in the title race, even the title race, blah, blah, blah. We're never in the title race. Never. So Matthew says, Flawless, you starting to think there's a referee agenda against Manchester United when it comes to penalties, as even the Manchester United women aren't getting any either. No, I don't think it's an agenda against United, Matthew. I just think the referees just ain't very good. That's all it is. I think people are going overboard and thinking too much into it. They're just not good. The referees just are not good. Simple as that. Nothing more, nothing less. These players are just not that good. That's what it is. They're just not that good. We need to be more clinical in front of goal. I think we need to create more. I don't think it's a lack of being clinical. We just don't create a lot. The Betis game was a one-off. We need to create more. And Star Lord says, if we took the half chance, see, but you said if we took the half chances we create, we would be killing teams off. Why are we relying on half chances? We should be creating clear-cut chances. That's where the issue lies. It's a clear-cut chances. Even down to 10 men, we should be able to still dominate the game, let's be honest. This is Southampton. They are the worst team in the league, in my opinion. Here's the thing with this league. You overrating the players on the pitch. Why should we be dominating that team? Look at the team we had out there. Fernandes, Scott McTominay and Bruno Fernandes in the midfield too is not going to dominate against anybody. That's just unrealistic. So I don't get why you would say this. That is really, really, really unrealistic. 1 second, people. Really unrealistic. I don't understand that at all. But that's just me. I feel bad for Veghorst still that some fans and fans from other clubs already making fun of him when he only arrived in January and only won the trophy. Easy target. That's why. I'm not looking at Veghorst as the reason why Manchester United are struggling. It's not on Veghorst. I'm looking at our better players. I mentioned it already. That's all. Jez says Casemiro just got to stop making rash tackles when he doesn't have to. Isn't like they were going to score in the position he made that tackle. He normally doesn't do that. That's the thing. He's normally very clever, and his decision making is spot on. So that's why I don't worry. That's why I don't worry about it. That's why I don't. Plus, minus the Fulham game, he ain't missing any games I look at and go, "Without a problem." In terms of Brighton, Newcastle, Everton, there's nothing on them games. Apart from keeping the momentum, keeping the form good, there's nothing on them games whatsoever. There's nothing on them games. Just bragging rights. That's all it is. Just keeping us ticking over. Secure third in the Premier League. That's all I'm looking at. That's all I'm looking at. Here we go. Z says, after the next match day, flawless, we would be 9 points clear of Liverpool. I think we would draw to Newcastle, and Liverpool will get beat by Manchester City. I'm hoping for a win versus Newcastle, though. We'll see. This little blogger says, big up flawless, got me listening on the M6. Hey, big up to you, man. You need to bring Statman Baines out of the wilderness. I do, man. I need to get Bainesy back. I do. What are our next 4 games without Casemiro? Fulham. Actually, why am I acting like I can't pull up our fixture list? 1 second. I know Fulham's definitely one of them. Brighton, Newcastle, and I think Everton. But don't quote me on that. It means, you know what it means? He's fresh for Europa League quarterfinals. That's how I'm looking at it. Fresh for Europa League quarterfinals. That's how I'm looking at it. Let me have a look. Let me see. Yeah, I was right. Fulham, Newcastle, Brentford, Everton. It's not Brighton because the Brighton game got postponed. So yeah, Fulham in the quarterfinals, they'll miss. Away to Newcastle, they'll miss. At home to Brentford, they'll miss. Home to Everton, they'll miss. So that means they'll be back for the away game at Forest on the 15th of April. And Marcel says it's definitely not an agenda against anyone. Like you said, flawless. We all know the officiating and the Prem is a joke. The pen we got against Bournemouth was our first of the season. Like, we all know what it is. I actually thought McTominay was okay. As soon as McTominay came on, we start hoofing the ball. We had no choice. That teammate, a Bruno McTominay midfield is not going to dominate the ball against anybody. It's not going to dominate the ball against anybody. Yeah, this is the thing. Say Rashford gets sent off, or Weghorst gets sent off, or Anthony or Sancho. We could still maybe try and dominate the game. But from when Casemiro went, it was a wrap. I knew what it was. Trenches settings. It was a straight, let's try and nick this game 1-0. And we almost did it. And to Jez, who says, why Fulham in particularly? Because that's the FA Cup game, Jez. That's why. That's why I'm saying I'm pissed about him missing that. Because there's something riding actually on that game. Whereas the other games, I'm like, Newcastle away, Brentford at home, Everton at home, like, all right. It's just, there isn't really much on it. Pierre says, should be able to score at least 2 goals per game, and defo 3 goals wins most games. Then poor referees don't come into it. Keep up the great content, buddy. Big up Peter G. Big up, man. Big up, big up. In my opinion, it was a fair tackle, just unlucky his foot rolled up the ball. It was a fair tackle, but you didn't have to go in that high. Once you go in that high, you run the risk of rolling over the ball. We've seen this happen before, not with Casemiro, with other players. LM10, I agree with this. Football fans will always blame the refs or certain decisions that was key in a match rather than collectively looking at the performance of the team. United were just not that good yesterday. Facts. Just weren't that good. Just weren't that good. Not good, just not good enough. We signed the Burnley striker on loan who had 2 Premier League goals. Don't get why anyone was expecting Veg to bag a bunch. He's doing everything I expected. He's doing more than I expected because I wasn't expecting him to be this good from a technical standpoint, but I never watched him to know. JB says, I think we don't have the personnel to dominate games. It's just sad. We have enough personnel to dominate Southampton, Everton at home. With a full strength squad, yes. With certain players missing, no. With no Eriksen, no Casemiro, no, we can't dominate a game at home because the other midfielders we have are not good enough to do so. As a bit of Fred, as a bit of McTominay, Fred McTominay is not good enough to dominate at home against anybody, in my opinion. That's just me. And yeah, Brighton game is postponed, and yeah, it is Brentford, not Everton. You lot are right, yes. them 4 games, you lot bound to drop points against Dyche, Everton. As long as we win the FA Cup game, that's my focus. I'm so disconnected now from the Premier League season in the sense of I know there's no war to be won. There's nothing else outside of the 3 points and just keeping the form. I'm looking at it as just keep the players match fit, match sharp, keep momentum, keep confidence high, and then Europa League games. Let me actually look at the Europa League schedule to see when the quarterfinals will drop. Will drop. Hold up, let me have a look. Because we looked at it yesterday on Shameless. Let's have a look. I clicked the wrong thing. 1 second. You'll be scheduled dates. Here we go. See when there actually will be. So, competition schedule. Sorry, people. Laptop taking its sweet time. Actually, while I'm actually looking for this, bump up the likes as well. We're only at 29 likes. Let's get to 40 likes, man. That's what we're doing. Like check 1212 because there's over 40 of you lot locked in here. Let's get up to 40 likes first and foremost. And I know there's at least one person who hasn't subscribed. Hit the subscribe button on the channel, Sarcasm City TV. Hit the notification bell as well. So the quarterfinals of the 13th and 20th of April, which would drop, just before the Forest game. Jeez. Yeah, they'll have to move that Forest game. No way we can play the 13th and the 15th. Because we got Forest the 15th of April. 5:30. Yeah, surely that's a Saturday. So we can't play the Thursday. Yeah, they'll move that Forest game. 100%. So his first game back will be Chelsea. Yeah. Because the 15th is a Saturday. So that means he'll miss Newcastle, he'll miss Brentford, he'll miss Everton. Then he'll be back. Yeah, Castle will be fresh for that Europa League the quarterfinal first leg, and then we play the 20th of April. So 2 days before Chelsea. Again, that Chelsea game got to get moved. We can't play the 13th and the 15th, and then the 20th and the 22nd. They can't stitch us up like that. That's ridiculous if they do so. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, Jez, it's an FA Cup game. Star-Lord says, yeah, but bad decisions from ref can affect the game. Absolutely. That's why you don't give the referees an excuse. Take the game into your own hands. Casemiro gave the referee a reason to send him off. When it was 11 versus 11, and Sancho played that pass into Rashford. Rashford miscontrolling that ball has nothing to do with the referee, has nothing to do with VAR. If he controls that ball, he's one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and he probably scores. Then it's 1-0, 11 versus 11, and it's probably a different game. That's what it is. It's probably a different game. That's nothing to do. Them 2 instances there that I mentioned are nothing to do with the referees. That's poor from Casemiro and poor from Rashford. Simple as that. So he said these teams we have coming up, Everton, Brentford, and Newcastle, all have physicality in their team. That's why McTominay is needed. I'd rather see Sabitzer and Fred, but we are going to see McTominay just because of the amount of games we're playing during that period. So yeah, we'll probably see him. And he actually, in his defense, he played well against Southampton. I thought he was good. Do you think top 4 is secure for you, man? Because personally, I don't think it's a foregone conclusion. Yes, because I don't think there's 2 better teams than us behind us. Liverpool, Spurs, Newcastle, Brentford. Want to put Brighton and Fulham. I don't think there's 2 of those teams that are better than us. No, I think we're the 3rd best team in the country. So I think it's a foregone conclusion. And on top of that, even if we do finish outside the top 4, go win the Europa League and you're in Champions League anyway. Z says we have to finish in a respectable position in the Premier League, though. Although if we win Europa, we have the Champions League anyway. Exactly what I just said there, Z. You beat me to it. And you're saying no, I'll be back for Forest. Surely they cancel that Forest game. We can't play Thursday, Saturday, back to back. That's ridiculous. Because like I said, the Europa League quarterfinal first leg is the 13th of April. Then we have that's the 13th of April, which is a Thursday. Then the 15th of April is Forest on the Saturday at 5:30. And then the following week, the second leg is Thursday, the 20th of April. And then we play Chelsea on the 22nd of April. We can't do Thursday, Saturday. That's ridiculous. They better move these games. Better move them to Sundays. Absolutely. Move that shit to Sunday. So goddamn absolutely. Move that shit to Sunday. What are we doing? Absolutely. Ridiculous. Let's see. Top 4 is so important, man. I won't say it's so important, but is it important? Yes. Yes. I wouldn't say it's so important. Yeah, if they stitch us up, that's ridiculous, Star-Lord. Then let's just forfeit the Forest game. I'm fine with giving them the points. Hey, if it means Leeds get relegated, I'm with you, Emma. I'm with you. But I hope he would make wholesale changes away at Forest and at home to Chelsea. Absolutely. Absolutely. You lot continue to get your questions in. How many likes are we on? We're at 38 likes. All right, big up. 2 more. Get us to 40 likes. Get us up to 40 likes. Apparently, reports/rumors about Garnacho's injuries are good. They are saying he could be out for the rest of the season. Hope that is not true. Hopefully that is not true, because Garnacho can have an impact at the end of the season, and you don't want to see you don't want to see any player get injured, period. The Chelsea game will be rescheduled to the next day, which is the 23rd. I already read it. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. And I'm guessing the Forest game will also be rescheduled as well. Where did you read that, Zito? Where did you read that? Yes, the games are like thick and fast. You know what I'm saying? The games, yeah. So we're gonna move them. And then let's see the semi-final Europa League, 11th and 18th of May. So then that means more games will get moved around. Like, because we play Wolves the 13th and Bournemouth on the 20th. So they'll both get moved to Sundays as well. Can't do Thursday, Saturday. They can't stitch us up like that. It's outrageous. Outrageous behavior if they do so. Where we at? Spurs, Newcastle, Liverpool just need to drop points to benefit us. Yeah, like I said, I don't rate them teams behind us. So that's why I'm not fussed about top 4. We don't finish in the top 4. All right, that's a good thing, because that's a good thing. I'd rather get found out this season of not being good enough to finish top 4 rather than going to the Champions League and get absolutely smoked, because that's where you could get packed. 11, 12, 13, 14, you know what I'm saying, 2 or something like that, 15-3 over 2 legs if you are not equipped. Or even worse than that, get knocked out by an also run. I keep referring to the Atletico Madrid game last season, the manner in which we got beaten that game. The manner in which we got beaten that game was terrible. Getting knocked out by an also run at Old Trafford. They were even good. That's the crazy part. They were even good. I don't know about Phil Jones. I don't know, Rafi. I have no idea. Star-Lord says, am I the only one who would rather Kane for 3 years at 80 million, 250k a week, than Osimhen for 5 years at 120 million a week? I don't want either of them at either of those prices. That's what I'd say. And here's why. I understand your viewpoint, Star-Lord. I hear your viewpoint. But Kane at 80 million with 1 year, signing anybody for 80 million on the last year of their deal, I think is bad business. And on top of that, he'll probably want to leave. So go and negotiate that price down and go get him for 60 M's. And I've already stated, outside of Osimhen, I don't want to how do I put this? There's no player I want to sign for over 100 million plus. That's not called Kylian Mbappe. I don't think any player is worth that. I don't think any player on the planet I've personally seen where I go, yes, I would spend over 100 million on you, apart from Kylian Mbappe. He's legit the only one. So that's Osimhen, that's whoever. No. Over 100 M's? No. So I wouldn't sign either of these two for those at those price points. Hopefully Eriksen will be back not long after the international break. I heard he's back in some sort of training. Oh, that's good. That's good. I did not know that. You learn something new every day. Thank you for letting me know, Matthew. I had no idea about that. I had no idea. Rogue says Vlahovic. I don't like Vlahovic's profile, I'm not going to lie. I've only seen him a couple of times, but I know it's not been going too well at Juventus, but from a profile standpoint, I'm not a fan. That's just me, though. That's just me. Agreed, 60 million is the right price, but we get that United tax plus the British tax. But this is where we need to negotiate from a position of power. Because what you're saying is right, Star-Lord. It is United tax and British tax. But if he's in the last year of his deal and he does not want to be there, go and negotiate that. Understand where and be willing to walk away from the deal. Like, all right, then lose him for free. Have an unhappy player on your hands. Cool. We'll just come get him for free next summer. Your loss. 60 M's or nothing. 60 M's or nothing. Can Sabitzer play as a CDM? Yes, but you need someone alongside him. But I have no issue with seeing him as a 6/8. Neymar. Again, Neymar at the right price point, I would take Neymar, yes, at the right price point. Again, if you don't want to be there, not sure how long he's got left on his deal, but 50, 60 million, snatch your hand off for a Neymar. And I've been very critical of him. Hopefully Eriksen is back soon. Yes, Mbappe is that guy, without doubt. RJ says Martial and Eriksen possible comebacks can be a huge boost for us. Oh, they take us to a whole new level. Absolutely. They take us and push us to a whole new level, those two players. Is there still levels to go? Yes, but they could be instrumental in us how successful we are. If you could guarantee, we know Martial ain't going to stay fit, but we can guarantee Martial and Eriksen stay fit. I'm even more confident of a treble. Absolutely. Oh, you're talking about Claradonna? Dan says, what about the Napoli-Georgia nationality player? I can't call his name, but you lot already have enough wingers, but would you be interested? Yes, just because I keep hearing a lot and I've not managed to watch Napoli like that. I'm hoping that whoever they draw in the Champions League, I can watch their game. Because I did want to watch Napoli versus Frankfurt, but it was the same day as Liverpool-Real Madrid. It's the same match day. So I ended up watching Liverpool-Real Madrid, thankfully, because it was a great game at Anfield as well. So I'm interested to watch them. Hopefully they get drawn. I don't know. When AC Milan are playing Inter Milan or some nonsense like that, I can actually sit down and watch them properly. Actually can. Apparently United don't want to come in for Kane because of the headache it was before trying to deal with Levy. If this is true, Jazz, makes sense. We know Martial's not staying fit. We know this. Big up Paolo, who says big up Flawless, big up to you. Yep. Pogba got injured again. That's why I was like, yo, don't bring him back. Can't stay fit. Can't stay fit. What are we dealing with Pogba for? And I'm a big fan, but we know we can't stay fit. Again, before we continue to get your questions in. Over 50 of you lot locked in. We're only at 42 likes. Let's get up to 50 likes, people. Let's get up to 50 likes. And we've hit the subscriber mark as well. We're at 5,721 now. Next subscriber mark, 5,725. We're looking for 4 new subscribers. 4 new subs, people. We're looking for 4 new subs. We're looking for 8 more likes. So get us to 50 likes, please. And also get us to 5,725. Please do so. Peter G says, Flawless, do you think Donny van der Beek has a future with United? No, I think he's done. I don't think he has a future. And I think we could still get a decent price for him and go get a 10. Go get Neymar. Neymar's available for, I go get Neymar. 110%. I would run the risk and definitely go get a Neymar. And this is me who's been very, very critical of Neymar. But if you can get him at a cut, if you go get Neymar for 60 M's, that's a steal, number one, for a player of that talent. 2, that lifts all of the players around him. That puts everybody on notice that we mean business. That lifts the whole place as well. And Neymar got a massive point to prove. He got a big chip on his shoulder. But again, right price. 80, 90, 100 M's, no. 60, yes. Is he unhappy? I don't know. Reports are saying he's unhappy. His options are limited because there's only a few clubs that can afford his type of wages. One of them being Manchester United. Chelsea, another. Liverpool, you could argue. Manchester City, another. Real Madrid, we know Barcelona's issue. They're probably the 5. Does he go and work under Pep again at City? Probably not. Chelsea, I could see going in for him. Liverpool, he don't fit what Klopp wants to do, really. Real Madrid, they're probably going to get Mbappe. RJ says Neymar is injury prone, man. He is, but you run that risk with him. You run that risk because it's Neymar, and we need a 10. If there's a better 10 on the market, let me know. Let me know, because the talk before last season was Varane's injury prone. Look at Varane this season. I'm just saying, with a player of Neymar's quality, I'm a risk taker. I'm running the risk. I'm not looking at the glass as half empty. I'm looking at it as half full. Oh, has he never worked under Pep? Or he wasn't there at Barcelona? I stand corrected. But my point is, I'm looking at it and going, if we get this right, it's the Mbappe situation. There's very few players in European football I look at and go, you are a difference maker. You could potentially be the difference between us winning a trophy or not. If you sign someone of Neymar's quality and he stays fit and he's flying, you have one hell of a player on your hands. He could legit be the difference in Manchester United winning the Premier League or not winning the Premier League. He's that good. Is there risk involved? Absolutely. I've been super critical of Neymar. I've done Agenda FCs on Lewis's channel. Love to my guy Lewis, talking about Neymar. I'm super critical of him during the World Cup and after the World Cup. But just because of that, I'm not silly enough to sit here and go, I wouldn't take him at the right price. I'm a risk taker. If there's someone better than Neymar who we can sign for that price, let me know. Someone give me a number 10 who's 60 M's who's better than Neymar. Tell me, please. Give me the list. I'm legit asking. Like, I'm not even bullshitting. You lot name me some names in the chat. I know you lot watch European football. So let me know. Paolo says, best league in the world and the worst referee in the world. Absolutely. Are you happy we're linked with Paulino of Fulham for the right price? I think he'll be a great signing. Plus Fulham owe us as they only paid 10 million for Pereira. I'm glad they took him for 10 M's. I would happily sign Paulino. I prefer Onana, but if we were to sign Paulino, cool. No issue. No issue. Marcel says Neymar is injury prone and being in the Prem would make it even worse. I don't see Neymar ever coming to the Premier League, in my opinion. Oh, don't get mistaken, Marcel. Do I think it happens? No. I don't think Neymar ends up at Manchester United, is what I'd say. I could see Chelsea signing him. I could definitely see Chelsea signing him. It's a Bowie, it's a Todd B signing all over. All over. But either raw I would take in regards to, back to the question of Paulino or Onana. I'd personally prefer Onana, but Paulino I'm with, without doubt. If you give Neymar pure love and stroke his ego or do bits for you, just need a man to manage him good. I hear you, Star-Lord. Like I said, right price. I'm doing that deal at the right price. Why don't we get Milinkovic-Savic? I've not seen enough of Savic to say whether he's good enough or not. It's a name that pops up consistently. Every summer it seems he gets linked, but no one ever signs him. Oh yeah. Neymar for 60 million is an absolute steal. Absolutely. Absolute steal. That's 60 M's. That's me. Big up Flawless. Hope you're good. Big up to Manj. But why? Why are you saying, but why, Paolo? Is that in regards to the referees? Let me know. How many likes are we on this? We're at 45 likes. Let's get this up to 50 likes. What is going on, man? Bump this up to 50 likes, you lot. And hit the subscriber button as well, man. We're looking for 4 new subscribers. Hit the subscribe button. Oh, yeah, I would definitely sign Ivan Toney. That'd be my fit. That's case dependent before someone says he's going to get a ban. That's case dependent. But would I say Ivan Toney is my first choice number 9 striker? I would sign Ivan Toney. Yes. We get Neymar. We're cooking crazy flawless. If Neymar lands, absolutely. Absolutely. Having Casemiro and Paulino for the kids to learn from, I believe that would be a great thing, in my opinion. I'm with you, Emma. Paulino, I'm not against. Marcel says Savic is a class player. Not seeing enough of him. I'm not seeing enough of him. Flawless, what do you think of? I have no idea who that is from Feyenoord, so I can't say to you, T-Trap. Why would Neymar not come to the Premier League, but he would go Chelsea? I could see Chelsea definitely trying to sign him. I could see that happening. And if we just allow him to go Chelsea for cheap, I'd be pissed. It's all about the price. Now, if Chelsea signed him for 80, 90 million, I go, good business. Let him go Chelsea. But 60 million for Neymar. No brainer. Even if it don't work out, you go, all right, it didn't work out. We paid 60 M's. 60 M's. Smart business. Flawless, the club just reported they will not appeal the Casemiro red card. Smart business. Don't appeal it. Don't appeal it. We can also steal Ndidi from Leicester. Ndidi's a shot, but if we're taking anyone from Leicester, I'd go get Maddison. Speaking of number 10s, I'd go get Maddison. That's just me, though. But again, price point. I'm not spending 90. I'd spend 80 on him, but I'm not spending 90, 100 plus million on Maddison. But I'd spend 80 on him because I think he goes right into our first team. And it's dependent on if Leicester get relegated or not. Because if they get relegated, you're getting him at a cheaper price. Maximum 80 million for Maddison. That's just me. Koku is an 8 out of 10 for Feyenoord. He's been playing very well for the last 2 years. Decent age on him too. How old is he? Big up Flawless and everyone else. Love from the USA. Frustrating, but we move onto the Europa on Thursday. And as always, come on, you Red Devils. Yeah, man, that game's dead. That game's dead anyway, in regards to we're already through. So I hear you, Daredevil, though. Big up every time, my guy. What about both sides of fullbacks? Is that needed? Yes. But someone asked me, was it LM10? I've answered this before. I'm sure I'll get asked it again, so it's cool. So if you hear me repeating myself, it's because I've been asked it again. But which players would you like to bring to the club? Any positions? Hell of a lot. In terms of first team, goalkeeper, right back. Yeah, goalkeeper, right back, left back, central midfielder, upgrade on Eriksen. Number 10, striker. Shit, that's 6. Jesus Christ. That's 6 first teamers. And then even outside of that, squad players. Backup centre back. Move on Lindelof, Maguire, get a backup centre back for Varane. Have Shaw as backup to Martinez. Malacia back up to the left back. Wan-Bissaka back up to the right back. I'd go and sign another central midfielder to back up Casemiro. And then I'd sign 2 strikers to back up the first choice striker. It's a lot of players. So I said, what, 6 first teamers? I said goalkeeper, said right back, said left back, central midfielder, 10, striker. So that's 6. And then I also said centre back, midfielder, 2 strikers. 10 players. 10. Jesus. I mean, a lot. Are we going to get all 10? No. But that's just me giving my opinions on it, people. But more important, it's the spine. Goalkeeper, midfielder, 10, striker. If we sign 4 players in those 4 positions, I'll be over the moon. Over the moon. Apparently, Chelsea want De Jong now too. It worries me, as when we have competition for signings, we always seem to lose out. If Chelsea want De Jong, let them have De Jong. Because De Jong don't want to be at Manchester United, so cool. I'm done with the De Jong saga. Longer than the Dragon Ball Z saga, and the De Jong saga part 2 is coming. We've just done the Earth saga with him, and now it's going to be the Namek saga. We did the Saiyan saga when Vegeta and Nappa and Raditz dropped down. That was last season. Now we're going to have the Namek saga. Long. He's 22, flawless. Used to be a Malacia's teammate last season. Also captain him. He's a decent backup, I reckon, for any top team. Okay. Fairs. Profile just. Give me not who he's better than, but give me a midfielder he's like in terms of just straight profile. So forget skill. If you could take any player to United, if you could take any player in football who you take into United, easy. Kylian Mbappe, without doubt. Would you keep or sell Eric Bailly? Sell. 110% sell. Flawless. You're on about the left back situation. Can't lie. I can't pronounce his name, but I know the fullback you're talking from Brighton. Well, I've seen him. He's played well. He's been decent. Theo Hernandez is my left back choice. Competition for places with Shaw. What do you think, my friend? If we were to sign Theo Hernandez, I'm with it. Not mad at Theo Hernandez one bit. I'm cool with that. But I think we need a left back. But more important, I'm looking at the spine. Goalkeeper, midfielder, 10, striker. They're the 4. I'm looking at. Wait, people are still on the Ndidi train. That guy fell off time ago. Now someone just said they'd snatch him up. I don't think people are on the Ndidi train, but we move. Same, him or Bellingham for me. Oh, you talking about the player at Feyenoord? Onana was a CDM to play alongside Eriksen, Casemiro, or Sabitzer on another CM if we get one, which we need desperately. Yeah, what I like about Onana is the age thing. He's 22. So I'm looking at it and going, you are the age where you'll be okay being a rotational player, without doubt. So I'm with okay Onana playing as a 6/8. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay with him playing in that role. Yeah, he's not a DM. He's more a 6/8, but he has the attributes to play as a 6. You can definitely sit in and play as a 6 and just be a straight destroyer. Literally what we've seen Casemiro do before. Not so much at United this season, but what he did. Should he be a single 6? No. But say it was Onana and Eriksen. I got no issues with that pivot. Not first team going forward, but I'm saying as backup. I like Onana in that role. 100%. To me, he's the perfect backup to Casemiro because he's cast-like. I'm talking here from a physical standpoint. He's cast-like. And he's young, he'll improve. Technically, he's good enough. He's cheap. He's already been in the Prem. 22, I think. and physically beast. Helps us out. We got a small team. That's where I'm looking at it from as well. This is why a lot of the time you'll see Ten Hag put McTominay on, because we're not the tallest. And we will, even though we defend set pieces well, Nana helps so much defensively and going forward. And I think in a better team, you'll see a better him. I've been sold on him. What is he, 6'5"? That is a no-brainer. All right, you saying he's a young Ericsson. Okay. You saying that's his profile. This Koku. I'm gonna have to watch him. Still, Feyenoord, yeah? Well, Feyenoord, did they go out? They're still in Europa. But, okay, first. Well, did they lose their first game 1-0? I think they did. Matthew says, have you heard about Gavi of Barcelona having his contract registration being cancelled by a court in Barca? He's no longer a first-team player. I'd love him at United. Couldn't happen to a nicer club with Barcelona. That's hilarious that they can't register him. Secondly, would I love him at United? Limited, innit? From what I've seen, no. I wouldn't go that far. From what I've seen. I'm not really a big fan of Gavi like that. Again, that's just me though. Probably an unpopular opinion. But yeah, I'm not sold on Gavi. Hey, we're at 48 likes. Girls up to 50 likes, people. 2 more. Girls up to 50 likes. Continue to share this across the socials as well. And we're 3 short of the subscriber mark. 5,725 free new subs. I'm closing out in the next 10 to 15 minutes or so, people. Closing out in the next 10 to 15 minutes. That Lookman at Atlanta seems a baller. Not seen enough of him. LM10 says he's a Spanish Mason Mount, that Gavi. I think that's a bit harsh. I do. I think that's a bit harsh. Without doubt. That's tough. That's tough. Let's see. I'll wait for some more questions to get in as well. Just final thoughts, obviously, on the Southampton game. Disappointing performance, but we dug in, and it's more a point gained to me than 2 points dropped. I think last season we lose that game. That's what I would say. Last season we definitely, without doubt, lose that game. So we dug in. People want to talk mentality because of what happened at Liverpool. Mentality, we stood up against Southampton. Mentality, we stood up against Bears, because there was times in both them games when it wasn't going our way, and it was murky waters. You know what I'm saying it was murky waters, and the ship could have flipped, and we all could have went overboard. But we dug in deep and did what we needed to do. Pause. You know what I'm saying? And that we did the business. More so the Betis game, which was we won the most important game last week. Between Betis and Southampton, it was one of them games that was of more importance, and we stood up. And what I like about the Betis game is we put that tie to bed. We're into the Europa League quarterfinals. We beat them 4-1. I'm literally on the watch along as it's 3-1 saying, score the 4th. Kill this game dead. One of the 48 laws of power. I think it's law 15. When you destroy an enemy, destroy completely. And that's what we did. Now we go there, and they have to at home, they got to attack. And on a counter-attack, smoke them. Go there, get a morale-boosting win in Spain, over in Sevilla, and be calm. Over in Sevilla, I should say. Is it Sevilla or Sevilla? Either or, anyway. Go over there, get a win, and then we're into the quarterfinals, which would be the quarterfinal first leg would be a month. It would literally be next month, because it's the 13th of April. It's currently the 13th of March. So, yeah. T-Trap says, one last thing, Flawless, my G, what you saying? I'm battling enough tonight. Don't let Hassan cook you. I beg. Hassan never cooks me, number 1. Number 2, we'll just see what goes on. I got nothing to say. I'm saying, like, his team, their season's over. There's nothing to say. The season's done. It's been a wrap. This is why they beat us 7-0, and he's mentioning me. First thing out of his mouth is flawless. First thing out of his mouth is flawless. Tells you all you need to know, man. Live up here rent-free. Could never do that. You think we could beat them 7-0? I'm talking about him. So you're saying wholesale changes for Betis and strong side for Fulham? Absolutely, Matthew. That's exactly what I'm saying. Exactly what I'm saying. Wholesale changes. I'm talking if he wants to throw in Heaton or whoever the number 2 is. I'm saying Dalot, Malacia, Maguire, Lindelof, run it back with McFred, Kobe Maino, Palestri, Ganacho's now injured, so I'm not sure, and Veghorst. I'm saying wholesale changes, without doubt. Without, if he wants to throw a couple youngsters out there, I'm with it. I'm with it. Marcel says, I have to disagree with you, Flawless. If you draw at home against Southampton, that's 2 points dropped. But if you're talking context of the game, I guess you could say it's a point game. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In the game, obviously leading into the game, it's 2 points dropped. When what happened on the game, it's a point game. Dan says, keep or sell these players. De Gea, Maguire, Bailly, Lindelof, Mengi, Jones, Williams, Dalot, Wan-Bissaka, McTominay, Fred, Iqbal, Alanga, Palestri, Martial. De Gea sell, Maguire sell, Bailly sell, Lindelof sell, Mengi's young, Jones sell, Brandon Williams sell, Dalot sell, Wan-Bissaka keep, McTominay sell, Fred keep, squad player, but I'd want him like 5. Iqbal young, Alanga sell, Palestri keep, Martial sell. And Jezzy here is talking about Koku from Feyenoord. Says, for me, it's also him being a captain at the age is impressive. Shows he can be trusted at 22 to take responsibility. That is true. That is true. He's a ball carrier from deep, creates high numbers in the final third, seems to be efficient and has a good engine, either box to box or straight number 10. Okay. I'm going to look out for him. Watch us draw Feyenoord now. Because I was impressed with De Jong when we played him. I was impressed. Yes, sell Dalot. Yes, sell Dalot. That's what I said. Again, Ryan, just because I like Dalot doesn't mean that I don't want him sold. I like Martial. I want him to be sold. Because you get because you're emotionally attached to players, Ryan, and you'll let that cloud your judgment. I don't do the same. So I can like a player, I can be a fan of a player, but still go, yeah, sell him because we can improve on Dalot. I'm a big fan of Dalot. I think he's overly criticized, yes. But can we improve on him? Yes. So yeah, I would sell Dalot, but I'm not hitting with my pitchforks out like, get him out the club. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, but I thought you wanted to keep Dalot. I thought you rated him. Why would you sell him? Just because I rate him doesn't mean I don't think we can improve on him. It's an improvement thing. Do I believe we can improve on Dalot? Yes. Because I don't think Dalot's the be all and end all. Is he a good fullback? Yeah. Is he a great fullback? No. Jez, yeah, no stress. How come I'd sell Dalot? Because I think we can improve on him. That's why. I think we can improve on him. And why would I keep Wan-Bissaka over him? Because I'd keep Wan-Bissaka for specific games. If there's a game where we're going to be in the trenches or the opposition's going to have a lot of the ball, you play Wan-Bissaka. Also, I've seen improvements from Wan-Bissaka on the ball. But Wan-Bissaka can be a specialist. Where it's, we're away at Real Madrid, for example. Away at Real Madrid in the Bernabeu, first leg. Wan-Bissaka up against Vinicius Jr. Wan-Bissaka up against Vinicius Jr. Thanks. No, good. Thanks. All right. Yeah, Wan-Bissaka, what's it called? Yeah, he'd be there as a specialist. Yeah, Ryan, I know I'm spun. You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm not emotionally, people, obviously you lot know. It's just clowns like Ryan who will be emotionally attached to players. I like Dalot. I am a fan of Dalot. I think Dalot is a good player. But I think we can improve on him. Absolutely. Let's see. Stream later on. Doing the most. In terms of on the channel, 11:30 p.m. doing the most, the Premier League show. So it'll be on there. Battle of the North is at 7 p.m. as well. There's no game tonight in regards to Premier League. So yeah, just that one. Flawless, do you think Manchester United will play worse and more toxic in the new year? Owners, Bruno's still captain. New owners, Bruno's still captain and starter Shaw. Yo, say this again, Mohammed. Sorry. Like, that's all over the place, that sentence. Say that again and I'll respond. You don't got to be clear with the, with the comments. I know English may not be everybody's first language. But, yeah, man, you lot got to, like, help me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Jez. If you want, Jez, yeah. If you want to jump on, fam. Absolutely. Feel free to jump on doing the most. I'll send you the link. Frimpong from Leverkusen for me, be perfect right back. I signed him on FIFA. That's my knowledge of him. I signed him on FIFA because he's fast. That's it. To Ryan, who says, I didn't even say anything bad to you. I wasn't even trying to troll you or anything. It's the way and the manner in which you come across with it. You always got to be trying and be difficult. Don't think, again, you think I'm like, oh, Dalot's meaty. No one asked your opinion on Dalot. Pauline is better than Onana. Nobody said Pauline is not better than Onana. So then when I respond, you don't like it. Words mean something. I catch everything. I catch all your little shots, you know. They're just dumb. That's what it is. So that's why I responded back. And I was just merely using you as an example, Ryan. Like I said, no one asked your opinion on Dalot. No one asked your opinion on Polina and Onana, but you chose to give it. Yeah, I understand that. But again, this is not what you being surprised that I'd say that I'd sell Dalot doesn't surprise me. No one asked your opinion on Dalot, is my point. LM Visual says United need to stop buying the big names and rather follow the Arsenal module in helping youngsters get a chance. Look at Martinelli, Saka. No, I just think it's all about the best player at that moment in time. What player fits what we're trying to go on? Because if we didn't sign big names, we wouldn't have Casemiro. We wouldn't have Eriksen, who have been two of our best players this season. We wouldn't have Varane. So it's all about players at the right time. Understanding the quality available to you and making the best out of it is a trait coveted by managers. Ten Hag has done it with most players. You can't just flip the whole squad over 2 years. Facts. But I think we can go out in the summer and sign 4 players, 4 first teamers. Because we signed Martinez, we signed Casemiro, we signed Eriksen, we signed Anthony. You are 4 first teamers. So I think we can go again and sign 4 first teamers. And then that's 8 out of 10 outfield players are now his. Which now, and then add Varane into that because we already Varane. I like the look of the team. Throw Rashford in the mix. That's a good enough team to go compete for the Premier League. We are 4 first teamers away from winning the Premier League. Not saying we will win the Premier League, but I'm saying we are 4 first teamers away from winning the Premier League. Where I'm like, all right, we can go do something. But it has to be goalkeeper. It has to be them 4. Goalkeeper, central midfielder, that's an upgrade on Eriksen. New number 10, striker. And then we look at it and go, yeah. Yeah, people keep mentioning Gonzalo Ramos. I only seen him in the World Cup. It's the only time I've watched him. And he was good in a couple games. But I can't make it. That's unfair. That's too small of a sample size to assess that. That's too, yeah. I can't, I can't rate him or not rate him off that. Let's see what you're saying there. Bruno starts next year. Shaw's not a left back long term. Glazers stay until summer. Greenwood return and every team's improved. We might not have any owners. All right, what's your point here, Mohammed? I'm lost. You've not asked the question. I don't know what you mean there. You're gonna have to clarify. Yeah, dealing with Benfica is tough. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with Benfica is we know it's not gonna be easy. We know it's not gonna be easy. That is a fact. All right, final few questions in before we close out. Final few. We got 5,000. Let's see if we got any new subs. What's the like check as well? All right, we went over 50 likes. Big up, big up. Over 50 likes. And yo, hit the subscribe button. Remember, I'm still at 5,722. I'm saying hit the subscriber button as well. I've heard the Glazers are being extremely difficult now, won't accept anything less than 6 billion quid. We'll see. I don't know. A lot of people guessing. A lot of sources guessing. So who knows? I don't know what's going on. I'm just waiting to see if the Glazers, once a bid is made that is of the price they want, will they sell or won't they sell? I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, I agree with this. I don't think Greenwood plays for United ever again. So I don't know why I'm mentioning Greenwood. He's not here at the moment, so I don't get it. I'm lost. I really am. Really am. But on to it. What have we got coming up? So like I said, yeah, today, doing the most 11:30 p.m. on the YouTube. That's the Premier League show. And then Tuesday, obviously check out the upcoming live stream schedule because it does let you know all the shows that are coming up. And then Tuesday, you'll get another edition of the ManDem United podcast, 4:30 p.m. UK time. Obviously, myself and Ivorian. Following that, it is Manchester City versus Leipzig. You'll get that Champions League watch along live on the Twitch. So that'll be 8 p.m. kickoff UK time. Then we're back here on the YouTube. Normally it'd be the show, Manchester United Liverpool show with me and Saint, but no, we're going to give you the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A. Then Wednesday, flipping to Wednesday, you will get first and foremost on the Twitch, Real Madrid Liverpool, that second leg again on the Twitch. All the Champions League watch-alongs on the Twitch, and then after the Real Madrid Liverpool second leg, you'll get the Manchester United Liverpool show, ManDem United analysis at Anfield with myself and Saint. Then Thursday, you will get second leg, Real Betis versus Manchester United Europa League watch along right here. And then following that, you will get the Manchester United and Arsenal show with myself and Cam talking all things Manchester United, talking all things Arsenal. So we'll be recapping United's game against Betis, obviously Arsenal's second leg against Sporting Lisbon as well. Then Friday, you will get what's going on Friday, 4:30 p.m. UK time, myself and Eddie on the ManDem United podcast. And then following that, 11:30 p.m., you will get the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A. And wait, is there a Friday game? I swear there's a Friday game in the Premier League. I think there is. Let me double check that. I think I might have missed one. But people, that's all off the top of the dome, remembering the upcoming live stream schedule. Yes, so not only will you get ManDem United podcast on Friday, 4:30 p.m. on the YouTube, then on the Twitch, you'll get the Nottingham Forest Newcastle watch along. That'll be 8 p.m. kickoff. And then following that, back here on the YouTube to end your working week with the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A. 100%. Let's see what's going on. Why are you doing a watch along for our game? It's legit done. Because what other game am I going to watch? What game am I going to watch? The other tide's dead too. What is it? Is it not? Yeah, it's Napoli, isn't it? So the Napoli-Frankfurt game, that's done. So what game am I going to watch? Yeah, Napoli 2. Wait. Yeah, Napoli are 2-0 up. So that game's done too. Because they won 2-0 in Germany. So both games is done. So I might as well watch Liverpool's demise. That's what I do. Hey, big up Star-Lord every single time. Latest Flawless, a.k.a. the chef. Hey, big up every time, man. My guy, big up. Every single time. Okay, well, you know what, Ryan? You watch Brighton Palace. You watch Brighton Palace on Wednesday. I'll watch the Real Madrid Liverpool game and watch Benz and Vinicius Jr. and Modric. And you can watch, whoever Brighton and Palace have in their midfield and their attack. You can watch Zaha and Eze. And watch Palace, a team who haven't had a shot on target in three Premier League games. So yeah, enjoy. Right, let's see. Final, is that it? Hey, Naveen, you said it, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta ignore people. But you said it. Okay, so you're watching the game then, so shut up. You know what I'm saying? If you're watching the game, I'm watching the game. So shut up then. This guy's an idiot. Benz did a full training session yesterday. My guy, Benz. My guy. I'm saying King Karim and that. Love to see it. What's going on? Seeing Qatari doing a tweet saying something like 30th of March we'll see United. Don't know what all that is about, or just somebody early April Fool's thing incoming. It's all guesswork. With Manchester United, a lot of it was guesswork. With Liverpool, they were getting taken over. You had man like Hassam and Battle of the North dressed up. You know what I'm saying? In the gown and the headband thing and the whole nine. I don't know the actual name of it. And look what happened. No takeover for Liverpool. I said I'm waiting on the Manchester United takeover. This is why you don't see me gassed about it. You don't see me talking about new owners in the summer. There's no Qatari flag in my name. None of that. When they've taken over, that's when I get gassed. That's what it is. Once I get gassed, I mean, once they take over, that's when I'll be like, all right, we can go get this player, and this player. Up until then, I'm just waiting and seeing. Right, let's see. Likes. All right, we're at 54. Big up you lot. Get us to 55. Don't forget to comment after the shows as well, people, because I'll always read the comments afterwards, because I know not everybody can catch the shows live, which is cool. All right, we're going to close. We're going to close out anyway. I'm back in an hour, people. Back in an hour. Well, just over an hour on Battle of the North. And then 11:30 p.m. here on Doing the Most. Ryan will be there. Ahmed will be there. Jazz will be in the building as well. But what's this? Glazers just need to get out. Yeah. Glazers just need to get out. 100%. 110%. Yeah, Paul, you trolling with that, but big up to Paul. But yeah, love to everyone who has locked in as always, man. Large up. Don't forget this show and all the other shows on the channel, apart from watch-alongs, are available on audio-only platforms. So if you want to listen on SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, you might want to listen audio-wise. You may not want to have the YouTube or Twitch apps open. You might want to listen while you're at work. You might be driving, cooking, cleaning, whatever. So yeah, man. Love to everyone who has locked in. This has been the ManDem United podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV, YouTube. Big up for tuning in. Actually, let me check if anyone's live to raid. Hold up. I need to remember that. Let me see if anyone's live. Redirect. Let's see. If anyone's still live. Lewis is still live. We'll raid Lewis, man. Go spam 10th in the comments. That's what you lot need to do. And hashtag Potter in. Hashtag Potter in, actually. Everyone head over to Lewis's stream and put hashtag Potter in. But big up, love every single time.